This is your biology teacher Shivani Dikshit, and in this video I am going to continue the part of excretory system, as I have told you that we will discuss today the ultrastructure of nephron. So let us start the discussion with the diagrammatic explanation. I have already drawn here the diagram of nephron. This is the ultrastructure of nephron, or we can say it is having another name that is known as uriniferous tubule. First of all, we will define the ultrastructure of nephron. What is nephron? Actually, this nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney, and if we will talk about that, as I have told you, it is also known as uriniferous tubule. So what is the function of this nephron? Actually, this nephron, millions and millions of nephron collectively forms the kidney, and kidney is the major organ related to the excretory system. So let us discuss the parts here. The broad opening that is appearing here, it is known as afferent arteriole, and the narrower opening that is having, it is known as efferent arteriole. What is the difference between afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole? One, afferent is having the broader opening and efferent is having the narrower opening. Why they varies in the opening as broader and narrower? Because you know that when the blood plasma is entering in the nephron, that is from the body for filtration, there will not requirement of any type of pressure in that blood. But after the purification in the glomerular part, or after the filtration, that will be moved from the body outside the another part. So if it will be moving outwards, it requires a high pressure. When the opening will be narrower, the pressure will be high, so that it is varies in the opening as broader and narrower. Next, third part is known as the glomerulus. This glomerulus is the knot-like parts of the capillaries. In this, there will be the process take place known as ultrafiltration. Fourth part is known as DCT, as DCT stands for the distal convoluted tubule. Because of this Bowman's capsule, it is far away, that is why it is known as DCT. Its another part, point number 5, it is known as PCT. Its abbreviation is proximal convoluted tubule. Why it is known as proximal convoluted tubule? Because it is much far towards the Bowman's capsule. It present just below the Bowman's capsule. Then after this, Bowman's capsule is having the neck-like structure, and this neck is descend down towards the loop of Henle. Loop of Henle is a U-pin shape like structure, U-shaped structure, and this loop of Henle is having two limbs. One is descending limb that is coming downwards, and ascending limb that is coming upward, so that there will be the process absorption will be taking place. And this 10 number point is known as loop of Henle. Henle is the person who have studied over that part, that is why he has given its name by his own name. Next part, that is the part point number 6, it is known as collecting tubule. Its function is to collect the waste material that is known as urine, what will be filtered by all these parts. that will be collected in the collecting tubule. The another part that is descending limb. This descending limb is actually the part of this loop of Henle which is coming down already, I have told you, and this ninth part that is ascending limb that is moving ahead towards the DCT. Then after there will be the point number 7. This point number 7 is actually the secondary knot of capillaries. It is known as vasa recta, and it also helps in the absorption processes, reabsorption processes. There will be the part number 11. This is known as the veins. From there, deoxygenated blood will be passing out from the structure of nephron, and there will be this cup shaped like structure. That cup shaped like structure is known as the Bowman's capsule. Again, Bowman is a person who have studied over that structure, so he has given its name by his own name. That is all about the labeling of the nephron. Now we will discuss its definition. As already I have told you, it is the structural and functional unit of kidney, and it is also known as uriniferous tubule. It is highly coiled. As you are observing in the diagram, there is a highly coiled structure in front of you, and it is blind at one end. Its last end, that is known as the collecting tubule, it is blind at that point. If we will talk about the parts of this nephron, generally it contains two main parts. First part is called Malpighian capsule, or renal capsule is its another name. We can say renal as well as Malpighian capsule. And the second part is renal tubule. You know that the term renal is related to the kidney. Then further division takes place. Malpighian capsule contains two main parts. How many parts? Two main parts. That is number 1, Bowman's capsule, that cup-like structure, and second part is glomerulus, that knot-like capillaries present in the Bowman's capsule. So these are the part of the Malpighian body. This body is known as Malpighian body. If we will talk about the second part of the nephron, that is the tubular part, it is renal tubule. It is highly coiled part that contains 3 parts. Further, it is divided into 3 parts. Number 1, PCT. I have told you that is the proximal convoluted tubule, and second is loop of Henle, and third is DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule. We will discuss all these parts with the help of the diagram and its proper location and function in the next video. Till then, keep studying, stay healthy and stay at home. That is all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.